Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, listeners. Hi, my dear friends on the other side of the world and in Europe. We are special friends. We have been studying together in a coaching educational group. And ever since, we have been connected in a very special way. So we try to support each other, and we share our insights with any women who wants to be inspired and get the most out of life. So this is what we do today. We want to inspire you, and we want to talk to you about the subject of money. So before I forget, because I'm rushing into this podcast, A Woman of Wisdom now, but I forgot to tell you, we're actually coaches from different parts of the world. So we are each one of us is specialized in a different area. And we try to add value to anyone actually who wants to improve their lives and be happier, you know. This is what we do. So today I want to ask you a question. Guys, to you, which one is more important, time or money? I want to talk about money. Which one of both, which one is more important to you, money or time?
Time.
Time? Okay. And you, Jay, which one, time or money, or both?
I think both, really. Money is important and time is important. We need the time to make money, and we need the money in order to create time for ourselves. So I think both.
And you, Mich? Time or money?
It's very interesting. While you are talking, there coming a story up in my mind. There is a German lady. It's several years ago I heard about this story, and there was a woman, and she decided to live without money for a year. And
Wow.
Out of this year, we're coming up 13 years. Really, she lived without money, and she's talking about it. And out of this creates groups where you give things. So maybe you can write out good letters or something like that, and that puts in an account, and then you can take guitar lessons or piano lessons and such things. And it was amazing. As I read this story, I think, wow, how does this happen? And this remember me to a story from Neville about a woman. She think, oh, I forgot to buy a bread. And then she goes in the bus, and beside her were laying a bag. And you know what was in this bag? There was a bread in this bag, and the bread the woman really wants to buy. And it's such amazing stories are happen. And while I am thinking about these stories, I really think maybe really time is more worthful than money.
Okay, for you, so it's time. You weren't sure, but in the end you chose time. So funny. Okay, Arta, and you, if someone would ask you, okay, what would you like, time or money, or both, what would you say?
I think I would also say both, but I know that if I take more time for myself and for being really connected with myself and getting inspired, then money would also follow, creating that time and space for new ideas, for just more inner freedom that would lead to also more money.
Okay, interesting. And Camila?
Oh, well, I was thinking when you asked the question, and well, I got the reply. We can multiply the money, but we cannot multiply the time. And of course, we can save our time for ourselves, and we can manage our work the way so we have as much time as we can. But it's only 24 hours, and it's only a 365 days in a year, and not more. You can have as much money as you gain, right? And it's
So
limitless. There are no limits on how much money you can have, but there are limits on the time you have, and you have lifetime.
yeah,
And
yeah.
for that reason, I think that we really should respect our time. And the question is if the time is worth our money. And I think it depends very much on how much effort and struggle and pain sometimes you put to get the money. I think it's not worth it. But if you can get the money with respect to your time and your life, with self-respect, then it works very well.
Yeah, actually, it's true. I think it's one of the biggest lies about money is that you have to work hard to get it, right? You don't have to work hard to get it. Bree, what do you think? Time or money?
Time. I love playing with time.
Time.
I mean, as you were talking, Camilla, I was thinking, you know, you were talking about how there's a calendar and all of this stuff. The calendar is man-made. We are living by like artificial constructs that are causing us to feel like we're running out of time, that we're losing something, that we have to be in survival mode. All of this stuff. I haven't worn a watch since I was like 18, but I'm always on time.
Ah,
You know, I
really?
have a connection to the rhythm and cycles of life, you know, and I continue to deepen that. So there are cycles to things, but if we were just to eliminate all those little boxes we see and we put things in and we do away with that, how are we relating to life? And money is the same thing. It's a construct. These are man-made tools or structures that we are living our life by, and it's taking us away from connection. I love playing with time. I'm all about parallel universes, the multiverse, how to bend time, how to use time, like you said, Felice, to our advantage so we don't have to work so hard. It's not what we think. We are so much more. And we're living by these like little boxes and ways that we have to like fit ourselves in. Oh no, we are so much more than that.
I think it's very interesting because, well, you have like categories of people related to money, right? You have some of the people, they love money, they adore money. Money is everything to them, right? So all they care about is money, more money. So I pity them because I think, wow, you can buy a lot of happiness with money, that's true, but if you only focus on the money, you are detached from your feelings, right? So I guess they might be dead with a lot of regrets, maybe. They have a lot of money, but maybe not that much fun in life, right? And then you have some of the people that they love money, they like money, but they have this problem to get the money flow going, and they struggle, right? They like free time, they like money, but they seem to be in a struggle with the money flow. Yeah, I think we all know, we've all experienced what it's like. And some of the people, they like the free time. They don't give a fuck, sorry, pardon my French, they don't give a fuck about money, right? They don't care, they couldn't care less. So they have a lot of free time, but they don't have the money. I think this is such a strange topic, money, because we need money, right, to fit in this society.
You were asking us, what about you? What do you choose?
I am a person that loves money. I love money. I'm not gonna lie. I love money because I can do a lot of things with it. So I really like it. But I adore my free time. I will never, ever exchange, like Camila was saying, I don't like to exchange my free time for money. And this is what I want to say in this podcast as well with you guys. The biggest lie that humanity has created around money is that you have to work hard to get it, right? Because money is energy.
It's
Well, if you know how to
interesting.
use time, oh, sorry. If you know how to use time wisely, then you don't have to work hard to get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think, I don't know how about your countries, ladies, but in Germany, nobody's talking about money. Money isn't a topic you talk about. You even don't talk about how much you have on the bank account. You don't talk about how many you earn. So nobody's talking about it. It's I don't know how the English word is, a taboo.
Yeah. Yeah.
A taboo theme, like sex. Sex is also a taboo theme, so nobody's talking about it. So
Even in Germany.
yeah, even in Germany. So you have to think, no, you have one thing, you have to think of, how do you say, sexualizing things, but nobody's talking about real sex, about the love and the feeling about it. Nobody's talking about it. You're seeing naked girls everywhere, such things, you know, but nobody talks about real love and the real feeling and what it is all about. And it's about also about the money. And even though people are talking about money when they don't have any, I don't have the money for, that's the topics they're talking about, but nobody's talking. And even, I don't know how it is in these groups of people who earn millions. I don't know. I think they love to talk about money and what they're earning. I don't know. But like you said, Felice, there are the people, and there are so many blogs about the money theme. I have a colleague, she's also a coach about money themes, and she have so many people, even people that have so much money on their bank account, but they are so fearful that they lose it. You know, you can have such amount of money and had the fear, living in the fear of lose it. You can, that's also a topic about it. The money thing is a big topic. Yeah, what you are thinking about money, what you are thinking about people that have money, what you are thinking about your own money, what you are thinking about earning money and changing lifetime for money. And is it easy to earn money, or is it difficult, or you have to work hard? And look at your childhood. What are the people around you are telling you about money? And then you know what you are thinking about money.
Money beliefs. What are your money beliefs?
It's definitely within the beliefs, right? In Poland, we also don't like to talk about money. And I was thinking, where does it come from? One idea is that, you know, gentlemen do not speak about the money. Well, the question is if the gentlemen really do not speak about the money, or they do not speak about the money with certain people. I think it was working this way in the past because it comes from Victorian times or earlier. But there are people we don't speak about the money with. So
it's so funny
about the money.
It's so cultural, isn't it? Because in England, nobody asks you how much you earn. It's very it's really rude if you ask somebody how much do you earn. You wouldn't even think of it. But then somebody will come from India and they will say, oh, how much do you earn? And we're all like, the ones that are grown up in England, we're all flabbergasted, like, oh my God, can you believe they asked me how much I earn? I can't believe that they don't have, like, we think of it as, what do we say? Like they're, it's like it's a barbaric thing to do. Like they have no culture if they ask you. But actually, you know, as I'm talking more about money, I'm thinking, why do we have to be so secretive about it?
Well,
and it's an innocence, isn't it? When you say, how much do you earn? It's just an innocent question, but we put so much meaning behind it.
True. and it's almost like money is is defining who you are, and it's not. Money doesn't define who you are. You can be perfectly high standard, lovable, beautiful, successful, amazing person without money. But we like to believe that the money is, I think we have put especially in the materialistic world, we put so much importance on money that people all over the world exchange their health for money because they work themselves a burnout, right? So I think it's important for us to realize, and also for people that are listening to the podcast, that it's, to me, money is nice. Of course it's nice, and I love it. How does Bob say it? Willingly give and graciously receive. So I treat money, I've been treating money the last couple of years like a really, really precious friend. So I treat money like one of my best friends, and I never did that before, you know. I try to understand that I'm not willing to give up anything of my health or my time or my well-being in exchange for money. I want to have a friendship with money, but I don't want to make any exchange, if you know what I mean. So yeah, money, we need money. We need to pay the bills, but we decide, it's a choice, right? Brie, it's a choice, right? We choose how much time we want to exchange in order to get money.
You just said something absolutely stunning, Felice. You know, my relationship with money was changing as much as yours was changing during our common coaching. And you just said that you were treating money like your friend. I'm Polish. I was born in rather a poor family during the communism time in Poland. Michaela, you know something about it, I guess. And you know, money was something really, really bad for us. Having money means you are a bad person. You are a bad person because you have a money. And it was the propaganda of communistic governments that if you gain the money on private way, not on the common way, so it's not public, you are a very, very bad person. And I was growing in something like that. And I was struggling with my business several years ago, and I had no idea why. But when you said that money is a friend, I realized that I was trying to pay my bills, like all of us. I was trying to have a little bit better life in capitalistic world, where the money is important and precious. But I was hating the money on back of my head because I was taught to do so. Damn, money is our friend. And willingly give and graciously receive. Money has to circulate. It's our friend, and it's the most happy when it's circulating. When
money needs to flow. Everything is energy.
Back.
Money needs to flow.
I
Spend
wanted
and
to
get them back.
I
Go
wanted to
on.
mention something about distraction, money as a distraction, because I am noticing that even though money is also my best friend, and I am building a very nice, open, detached relationship with it. But I noticed that, for example, in creative process, it's not serving to be distracted by this rewards before, you know, or think about it before actually you have enjoyed your own process and created what you love to create, and without any agendas or any really without micromanaging as well, you know, how everything should play out. So I don't know how about you ladies, but I think for fine artists it's super important to not to be too much focused Otherwise, we can miss our spiritual goals, and also that internal reward that you get by doing a fulfilling work that, of course, by law after also gives rewards, you know. So I find that money can also be distraction, because I see it from some of my clients who when they come to me, they're mostly like, how can I sell more art? How can I sell more art? And the art is not even being developed, and there is not even, you know, they're not going deeper in the work because constantly being distracted by how can I make money with it.
That's because they have a really bad money mindset, because they don't understand that money is energy. Money is just energy, really.
Well, we
It
say
comes
that,
and it
but
goes.
I don't think people really understand what that means. You know, I think a lot of these things that we say in the mindset community, we say it, but we don't really understand what that means. We don't have an experience or a connection to the feeling of what that is. So conceptually, yes, money is energy, but what does that mean? What does that feel like when we take the story out of what we're placing on money or any other thing and have an experience and connection to that? You know, I think that's where people get stuck, is not having an experience for themselves, and the feelings that they have around it are, like Camilla said, there's such deep programming. It goes through all cultures. You know, I just want to say that reminded me of an article I read years ago saying they did a study and the happiest people were the ones who made $70,000 a year. That's programming. Who said that? Like, how do you know that's true? And I was like, oh my gosh, I remember having a thought. I was like, okay, well, I want to be happy, so this is how much I'm gonna, and I ended up making that, you know. Was I any happier? I don't think so. You know?
That's
I'm
a
just,
choice, right? That's a choice, right?
but they're subconscious choices. We're choosing all the time, but this goes down to like the subconscious programs and patterns, and it's influencing, like Arta said, the creative process. So it's causing us to disconnect from our creative power to create whatever we want. It's not the money, it's the feeling we want, and the money we think is going to provide that with the feeling. And so we say all of these things, but people are so disconnected from understanding what they're feeling, how they need to feel to create what they want. And in that process, we bend time and save ourselves a lot of work.
Such an interesting topic. I love that so much to talk with you about it, because I would ask Arta. I wanted to ask Arta several times before, what's about the artist, and I think the artist is somehow like the how do you say, natural practitioner or something like that. In Germany, even nobody has any money. So the artists, I think it's also the same. I said it right now provocatively, you know, it's the same group, they don't have any money. And this is thinking about could I have money, or money is a bad thing or something like that, even for healers and something like that. And so the thinking about it has to change that, and that's a big point, a big point to change this.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way to wrap it up, you know, the podcast, because we're running out of time. I guess that we can all conclude that the most important is the feeling that you give to money, right? So the most important in life is what we feel inside, and whether money brings you happiness or time brings you happiness, the most important thing is always the same. It's our heart space. So I would like to end this podcast, ladies. Thank you for joining me today. And to all the listeners.
Thank you for several epiphanies within this topic.
Okay, let's see if we can inspire our listeners next week with another interesting topic. And thank you for listening today. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.